To automate the baking process in Blender, I created my own little add-on called QBake. Link is in the description. And now I show you how to make a simple export. In the Render Properties tab with the Render Engine cycles, there are several settings like image size, regeneration of the images, the margin for the baked images, the samples, and if the images get exported in a folder. This is very useful if, for example, you want to export a bunch of textures to a game engine or any other external software. You can automatically export the images after they are baked and or remove them after the bake process. In order to set it up, just go into the shading tab. And this works for any material, procedural or not. I created this test material for this little cube sphere here. Just create a new node, search for QBaker container, and here we have our baking container. We can set up several settings, but the default settings are usually enough. Now, for example, I want to bake the color. What I usually do is I take whatever goes into the base color and also route it into the QBaker container node. Then give it a proper name like color. The image color space is sRGB because it's a color property. And also, I also want the metallic, the roughness, and the normal maps. For this, I can just copy this node, call this metallic, but this is not a color. It's very important to change this to non-color and just connect the metallic output to the color input. And do the same for the roughness. But don't forget to rename it to roughness as well. And for the normal, I can change here the bake mode to normal. And now if I have a shader input, rename this to normal, and just connect the output of the shader to the normal input here. So this way the shader will use to bake the normal map. In some cases, you want to combine the values, for example, the metallic and the roughness, to be used in Unity like for a metallic roughness map. So to do this, I just create another QBaker container node, change the bake node to packed, and connect the red channel of the container node to my metallic, because in Unity the red channel is used for the metallic and the alpha channel is used for the inverse of the roughness. Like it has to be a smoothness. I have to invert the value here. And then just connect this inverted value as the smoothness to the alpha channel. So give it a proper name like metallic smoothness, because it's a metallic smoothness map. So, and all that's left to do is just bake all nodes, or just click here on each node individually. You can just demonstrate this. The images should not be exported after the bake and not be removed, so they will be here. It's also why here is no image set. If I set an image here, this image would be used instead as the bake target. So, and now I just bake this metallic node and see the results. Here in the image preview, we see this node got baked, the image reference has been saved, and we see the baked results. By default, the add-on uses the prefix baked, the mesh name, and the material name, and whatever string I put into the name. Okay. Now I remove this reference again and also remove all files, clean up and prune onions data to remove all files that are not referenced anywhere. Save it. The better way and faster way to bake all the images in all material slots of this selected object is just confirm the settings are correct and just hit on bake all nodes. Depending on how complex and how big your material tree is and how many material slots you have, it takes a different amount of time. But now we see all images have been properly baked and now can be exported and used in any software. So one other thing I can show you with this add-on is if you want to keep your blend file clean and very small, you can just hit both these checkboxes. The images are getting exported after the baking and also getting removed from the blend file after they are baked. But you keep the exported files in the directory relative to the blend file, in this case baked, but you can choose any location you want. Like we see here now, this folder got created relative to the blend file's location, and all the images are here.